Jesus wasn't afraid to offend. Today, a weight hangs after every word said. If you are not careful, the crowd will pull a noose around your head. The freedom of speech closes itself for the freedom to preach. So we Christians are so afraid to oppose the mainstream. Instead, we're taking boats and going downstream. Instead of being a light to this world, we hide them. Because we are afraid to be different, to stand out. We are afraid to be like Jesus. We are too concerned about being politically correct that we would rather call God's law an outdated defect. We are so concerned that if we actually say that our society lives in sin, that we'd be called intolerant and closed-minded and wouldn't fit in. If what we have is a treasure and glorious riches, why are we cowering and worshiping witches? We bend God's law and call it our guilty pleasure. You see, Jesus was kind and loving, but not afraid to offend. We often associate offending someone as in being mean. Are we to stop teaching the word because someone's feelings may get hurt? Are we supposed to change our doctrine to meet people's needs? Or does doctrine change people and fulfill all their needs? Do we change God? Or does God change people? We can offend and still be peaceful. We've turned God into a Build-A-Bear workshop, conveniently choosing what we want to keep and toss out. We've chosen to have a selective ear to what the Bible is all about, to make everything and anything just about fair game, even if it's offending God's holy name. Jesus proclaimed God's word and wasn't tainted with sin, and everything that he said was filled with love with no end. Yet people still were offended. So my question for you today is, who would you rather offend? God or man? Now, I'm not saying become a radical and smack people in the head with the Bible. What I'm saying is live your life with God's title. Be unashamed no matter who gets offended. Continue to preach God's name in love with no laws bended.